It starts innocently enough. The Astros are up by two, the sun is dipping low behind the sliding roof of Minute Maid Park. And out on the field during a break in play, a familiar green figure begins to stir. Orbit, the mascot equal parts alien and troublemaker, decides the crowd could use some entertainment. That's the cue. Cell phones rise, grins stretch wide, and even the heat seems to take a pause as Orbit bounces around, inviting mischief. But no one expects much from the men and women stationed along the warning track, faces of black, muscle, and stoic. They're the security guards, the unsmiling sentinels built to keep order, not to start parties. Except tonight, everything changes. Orbit locks eyes with one of the guards, a tall man with a shaved head and mirrored sunglasses so reflective you can see the third baseman's cleats in them. For a moment, the guard looks away, playing it cool, refusing Orbit's silent dare. The crowd starts to chuckle. Orbit circles him, pecking him on the elbow, heart set on coaxing out a dance or at least a smile. Reluctantly, almost as if trying to swat away a persistent fly, the guard finally cracks. He shrugs, an "all right, fine, you win" kind of motion, and to the crowd's utter astonishment, the man drops into a slow head tilt, then a subtle toe tap. Orbit hams it up, fanning himself with exaggerated anticipation. Then it happens. The security guard explodes into a pop and lock that shatters the ice. Sharp arm waves, fingertips cutting through the warm Houston air, the kind of movement that says, "Oh, you thought I was just here to guard the bullpen." The crowd's laughter turns to cheers. He's not just swaying, he's performing, body isolating in what can only be described as a masterclass. The music, never one to lag behind, spikes as the DJ senses the moment. Suddenly, Billie Jean floods the speakers, and the guard answers. A quick spin, a shuffle, and before anyone can process it, he's down on one shoulder, legs spinning, hat unflinching. A shoulder freeze brings a hush, if only for a second. Then he springs up, glides into a moonwalk so smooth it leaves a vapor trail across the concrete. That's when the real show begins, the warm-up. The crowd knows it's coming, but they couldn't have dreamed it'd happen like this. Executed with a flourish and swagger worthy of the city's best b-boys. With every undulation, with every ripple from chest to knees to feet, he covers the distance from home plate nearly to second base and back, leaving Orbit frozen mid-gawp, unable to do anything but cheer the new king of the diamond. The stadium does what stadiums do best. It erupts. Cheers ricochet off steel beams. Every phone is trained on the spectacle. Orbit, beaten at his own game, throws up his hands in defeat and, in a flourish of fuzzy green, tries a shaky moonwalk himself, making it halfway before falling over in a heap. Even the teammates lounging in the bullpen rise to their feet, waving towels and laughing so hard they wipe tears from their eyes. It's a moment. A perfect collision of reluctance, showmanship, and the irrepressible energy that Orbit always manages to bottle, then uncork at exactly the right time. For that beat, it doesn't matter what the scoreboard reads. For that sliver of Houston night, the game belongs not to the athletes with the golden gloves, but to a guard in black and a mascot who refuses to take no for an answer. Little do most fans know this wasn't a one-off stroke of luck, not at Minute Maid Park. Over the last decade, as word spread and clips went viral, something almost mythic developed among the Astros security team. Each season, new faces rotate into the spotlight. There's the guard who can windmill for hours without breaking a sweat. The woman whose Afrobeat footwork has twice brought the stadium to the brink of riotous applause. And of course, the legend of the worm, a routine so famous that visiting fans time their bathroom breaks to avoid missing it. And at the center of every uproar, every dance battle, every moment where security and spectacle blur, there's Orbit. Mischievous, quick-witted, and always searching for the next target, Orbit is the silent ringleader. Now, when the cameras scan across the imposing line of security before the seventh-inning stretch, the crowd doesn't just see guards. They see superheroes in waiting, unsung icons about to steal the show. Orbit will strut, nudge, and point, raising a green furry finger at his next challenger. And when the moment comes, when beat meets bravado, they'll drop the stoic act and let the music turn them loose. For a few wild, unforgettable moments, baseball becomes the background, and all eyes turn to the unexpected star in black, dancing, spinning, moonwalking, and worming, as if Minute Maid itself were pulsing with some secret groove. The crowd roars, the city watches, and for a second the ordinary becomes downright electrifying. That's the tradition. That's Houston. And somewhere beyond the outfield, Orbit is plotting his next move.